Saint Kuriakose Elias Chavara possessed erudition, practical wisdom, and the effective communication skills than his contemporaries. He created knowledge and shared it through his own writings so that the society might develop and acquire better value system. All the literary works of Saint Kuriakose Elias Chavara were written between 1829 and 1870. The literary writings of Saint Kuriakose Elias Chavara are unique in two aspects. First, it reflects the religious spiritualism of Christianity. Second, even after a century of Saint Kuriakose writing, there are limited number of literary works with reference to Christianity. The writings of Saint Kuriakose Elias Chavara can be divided generally into following categories, namely chronicles and historical writings, spiritual writings, letters, prayer texts, writings on liturgy, and writings related to administration. Now, let us look at each category in brief. The first category of Saint Chavara's writing is chronicles and historical writings. In historical and chronicle writings, they narrate the daily events not only of the monastery but also the society. These writings were originally found in Malayalam in Kuriakose Chavara's own handwriting. There are two manuscripts under the title Mananam Nalagamangal. Together with the events of the CMI congregation, the chronicles depict events associated with the society and Kerala church of that time. The book, Complete Works of Chavara, Volume 1, published in 1990, contains 5 chronicles. The second category of Saint Chavara's writing is spiritual writings. Let us look at a few of his spiritual writings. Atmanutapam, which means the lamentations of a repentant soul. It is an autobiographical poem written in epic style, Mahakavyam. The poem gives life to life of Jesus from birth to ascension into heaven, and the life of Mary from ascension of Jesus to assumption of Mary into heaven. The uniqueness of the poem is that Saint Kuriakose Elias Chavara brings his own life experiences from childhood. According to Dr. K.M. Tarakan, Atmanutapam reflects Kuriakose's philosophy of life, which in turn exemplifies a Christian religious life. Dr. Tarakan states, I quote, "Humility, which is not self-content, and repentance are the foundation stones of the philosophy of his life. Thus, the first step is faith in God. The second is the belief that one can reach God through Jesus Christ. The third is the conviction that without repenting and accepting Jesus, one cannot reach Christ." I unquote. He further continues to say, what a Christian obtains is the awareness of the noble qualities, and these qualities are faith, hope, and love. Only through these triple qualities a Christian can attain Christ. Maranaveetil Cholvanulla Parvam, a poem to be sung in the bereaved house. This song is intended to be sung when the corpse is placed in the coffin for public homage. The poem contains 1162 verses. The underlying message is that one should lead a virtuous and God-fearing life in order to overcome the painful experience of death. Nalla Appande Chavarul, which means testament of a loving father. It is the counsel to the Christian families of Kainakari parish, but its relevance to the families resonates till date. This insightful document, the first of its kind in the known history of the Church, offers practical directions to families in leading a God-fearing as well as a socially commendable life. Anastasiaയുടെ രക്തസാക്ഷ്യം, that is, the martyrdom of Anastasia. This spiritual writing consists of 232 verses. Dhyana Sallapangal, colloquies in meditation. This consists of the reflective meditative notes of Kuriakose Chavara. Eclogues, shepherd plays. They were the first dramatic plays in Malayalam in the pastoral genre or eclogues of Italy. They were plays written for being performed during Christmas seasons. Kuriakose Chavara wrote it between 1856 and 1858. He wrote 10 eclogues and introduced them in the novitiate at Kunamavu Seminary. Kuriakose Chavara wrote 10 eclogues or liturgical drama decades before. He could be considered the father of Malayalam drama. So far what we saw were the spiritual writings of Saint Chavara. Moving to the third category of Saint Chavara's writing, we speak about letters. These letters were written on different occasions to different persons or groups. There are 67 original copies of these letters. These letters are published in a book called Complete Works of Chavara Volume 4. The chronicles in Kunamavu records 3 letters written to them by Kuriakose Chavara. Even though the chronicle states many letters and notes were written by Chavara, only 3 are recorded. The fourth category is his writings on prayer texts. Kuriakose Chavara wrote many prayer texts, but only 6 of them have been preserved. They are meditation, method of beginning. It is an intercessory prayer to Mother Mary, seeking help to be with him during the meditation. Second, prayer to the Blessed Virgin Mary. It is a thanksgiving prayer for the blessings that received from Mother Mary. Third and fourth, morning prayer to Most Holy Trinity and evening prayer to Most Holy Trinity. Both are thanksgiving prayer for the favors received. 5 and 6 are prayers for the custody of eyes and prayers to be recited by priests. Both the prayers are the prayers to be recited by the priests to remain rooted in their fidelity to Jesus Christ. The fifth category is writings on liturgy. Saint Kuriakose Elias Chavara wrote a number of liturgical texts that played an important role in reforming liturgy. They include the Divine Office for Priests, Divine Office for the Dead, Office of the Blessed Virgin Mary, prayers of various blessings, the Order of Holy Mass, liturgical calendar, 40 hours adoration and prayer for the layman. The sixth and the last category is writings related to administration. In this category, there are 16 writings that has been preserved. Some of these are written on palm leaves and others on paper. It deals with the matter pertaining to administrations at the time of Saint Chavara. This is all about the writings of Saint Kuriakose Elias Chavara in brief. Thank you.